So we've got oil again.
Hey Jason, it's Mike Brewer from Wheeler Dealers. Apparently you're trying to shoehorn an Audi V8 into a Porsche Cayman. Good luck with that. I think it's going to sound amazing. If you can do it and pull it off, make sure you post the pictures. I'd love to see it. So keep working on it. Stay safe, stay at home, and good luck to you. I can't wait to see the finished project and get it finished.
So, without further ado. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just crack on. I am now disconnecting the clutch. I'm assuming that's what we're doing. I'm not proud of myself, but I've had to cut a line. I couldn't get it off, and I was bending pipes trying to get it off in certain places, so I just thought, do you know what, cut it as close as I can to the fitting. When I get it all the fitting off, I'll be able to clean it up, reflare it, and you know, we'll go from there. Now I could have put that back in. The bell housing is going to hit the tunnel. It needs to, unless we just get rid of these quickly. And to roll back. Nice! I think we'll get new anti-roll bar rubbers, because they look kaput. See what I'm doing, guys? I'm putting bolts and nuts back in place, because that makes sense. You don't lose things that way. I'm sure my dad would be proud. We've done it. Can you believe it? Can you actually? I stink. I smell so bad. Oh my god, it's so warm in here. Camera always dies at the most inconvenient times. Ladies and gents. That means I can go to bed. These two certainly seem to match up quite nicely, and I'm going to sleep better tonight, so I'm going to go to bed. I will see you in around about a second. Ladies and gents, we are back fresh as a daisy, and we have also got some assistance from my brother Sean, who is currently under the car. We are just going to crack on and try and get this engine out. We are pretty much there with regards to taking coolant pipes off. We're just going to crack on. Chuck that torch in the relay. Yeah, that's going to take mate. Oh, hello. That'll be a constant. Right, that's all. Do you know, this is the story of my life. I don't know how much you actually caught because the camera definitely turned off, so I don't know until I start editing this video how much you got. But I will just say this, we've managed to get it out. So I need another one of those. There's only one thing to do. M12 by 75 bolts from Halfords at £5.70 each. Can you believe it? £5.70 for a bolt. I did go out for a little drink last night. It is about 3 in the afternoon. I woke up at dinner time. And yeah, we should probably try and do some of this work. We have got... And it seems to be okay. What I need to do now is I need to make my frame work there. I need to move some wheels out, further out on the frame, so it's a lot more balanced. And then ultimately I should be able to chuck this in. Right. Oh bugger, I need to take the fan off. Ah yeah. Ladies and gents, I don't know what time it is. I'm extremely hungover. I need to go to sleep. We've got so far. That has still got to go up quite some. I need to get rid of the airbox because the airbox is definitely causing me a few issues. I wanted to just see if I could leave that in and see exactly what I've got to move and what I've not got to move. Ultimately, I think the airbox will be able to stay. I'm just going to have to modify pipe work in bits and pieces. And I'm hoping I can keep the water bottle as well, because the water bottle will definitely come in handy. But as you can see at the minute, it's like touch and go whether it'd work. One thing I've definitely noticed while I've been editing is I've not really explained what is going on. All I've done so far is bought a 2000 4.2 V8 S8D2 engine. So it's an AQH. That's the engine code. I've literally only just found it, so now that's why I'm now telling you. So it's an AQH engine, guys. Then what I've done is I've bolted it to the original Cayman S gearbox. So the lowest bolt you can see just to the right of it, you can see the Audi badge there. So like I said, this is technically an Audi gearbox. So I've bolted an Audi engine to an Audi gearbox. So in my eyes, there should be a straightforward setup, you know, to put a clutch and flywheel in. It's not quite the case, supposedly. What we've managed to achieve is the original drive shaft angle. Basically, the transmission's gone exactly where it was. Don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well. So something's around about there. So that still needs to be lifted up. The situation is, as much as the engine fits, it doesn't. It's really frustrated me doing this because I genuinely thought I wouldn't need to. Now they are hopefully the only things that I'm going to need to take out. I may need to notch out a section, like a nice smooth, like not half circle at all, but a nice section there just to allow this to sit in. And then that central tab at the top I've also bent out the way already, because that's getting in the way. I think all I'm going to do is cut these 3 tabs off, see if I've got a better position for the engine, and then I'm going to start working on engine mounts, etc. So we're getting the grinder out. I honestly do not want to cut this, but it's just one of those things. Well, I suppose here goes nothing. Boom. We didn't want that anyway. All this crap up here, when I clean it all up, I'm going to obviously just put a couple more tacks and everything else to seal that all in, and just neaten that up. I'll probably run a whole lot of tacks, to be fair, and just clean it up. So that's what I'm going to have to do there. I'm going to have to do that all around, but that's the first one done. Do you know what, that actually wasn't bad, considering I'm cutting it the way I am. Yeah, gotta fill that one as well. That was easy. Further than I thought I was gonna get. Just looks like it was meant to be. Everything's well accessible on the top. It's just so good, honestly, it's just brilliant. As you can see here, what we have is one RS4B7 clutch. Right there, RS4B7. It's been a massive pain in the ass to get hold of these. However, I would like to give a massive shout out first and foremost to Jamie, who has supplied me the RS4B7 clutch. That's come from a company called Waterloo locally. Next off is the flywheel. Now, I need to give a massive shout out to, bloody hell, I forgot his name. I need to give a massive shout out to Alan Skinner from TTV Racing down in Ipswich. These guys have been able to supply me with a brand new flywheel for an Audi 4.2 V8, which ultimately suits an RS4B7 clutch, which is this clutch here, which is the correct clutch which will fit into that transmission there. I don't want to get too bogged down with this today, simply because it's not actually getting fitted, but I did just want to share with you guys that ultimately we have been able to get them in. So we have clutch and flywheel, we have a tube bender, we have tube, we have tube, we also have flat bar. So as you can see here, this actually needs to be facing like so, because that's the way it's going to go into the car. So this is the top, that's obviously the bottom, and this is ultimately going to be my front brace. So that's the original engine mount off the front of the Porsche engine. I haven't done elongated holes like these. So what the idea there is, guys, is that's going to bolt in. We're going to do that first. Ultimately, I should be able to work all my measurements off from there to make the subframe. That's the plan. Don't worry, we've got the safety sandals on again today. There's actually a stud missing, but there's 1, 2 and 3 studs. Obviously the 4th stud that would go in there. That's where the original Porsche engine mounted, and as you can quite clearly tell, that's exactly where I'm going to be putting the new bracket. I'll tell you what, before we get too carried away, I should probably see if this bar fits, because I haven't actually test fit it yet. Alright ladies, and gents, sorry, we don't really have any ladies watching the channel. Oh, we do actually, I think we might have. I need to open these holes out. So, as you can see, just about, I've bolted it in there, left one of the studs in, and then on the same side, I know I should have maybe put one at the front, one at the back, etc. But realistically, guys, it's not taking too much weight, and that is properly clamped up. Ain't going nowhere. So So we're going to give ourselves plenty. Moment of truth. Okay, so this clearly hasn't worked. Round 2. Alright, I can't obviously bend it on this. Oh, fuck's sake. Look at me. Bang on, pretty much. A little bit of sanding. Let's just hope it's long enough. Right. I think I'm just going to bob under the cab by myself. But it's probably not going to fit. So I'll be back out in a minute cutting another piece. Probably could do with a bench or something, but the floor will do.
It's always you, it's always you, it's always you.
Oh wow, that's real good. Right, there you go. Sorry about that, folks. Now you can see the bracket clearly. Do you know what? I've done a really good job of that. That's perfect. So, guys, that's the new bracket in there, as you can see. And as you know, we've got that bracket in there. Well, you can't really see it, but it's got the well clamp on there at the minute, the earth clamp. That tube coming back down here, which is that tube there. And then ultimately what we need to do, so we need to make them two join, obviously with 2 angles, and then I need to make it fit. So basically all I'm going to do at the minute is get that lined up, squared up, done and dusted. Yeah, that's all I really need to do, so bear with, I'm just going to get all this lined up. Right, so that's got, do you know what, that's got a really good angle down there. So I wonder if I can sort of clamp that in place. Alright, ladies and gents, we've made a few mistakes. We've definitely made a few mistakes. I should say I've made a few mistakes. I think I was concentrating too much on what my angles were looking like and I just didn't see it. But you can see there, just above the pipe, is the port for the aircon. Yeah, that's colliding. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this bit anyway, guys. I'm going to quickly do it off camera and I'm going to get a new left-hand side put in because I wasted too much time on camera not getting it right. So I'm just going to get it right now. I'm just going to say, We're now on our third attempt, or well, I'm on my third attempt anyway. I'm not going to show you my progress because ultimately I've just had to start again. Like, as you saw, everything was just in the wrong place. I did it again. It was right, but it wasn't right. I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy how it looked. I've had to get the bend back out. That's not the first pizza I've had in this video. But ladies and gents, third time lucky. Third time is a charm. That's the rear bracket. Going to the rear suspension components. Going to there on a nice angle. Going to the front support. Oh, and look, we've got that one in. And I've also got the other one bent up ready to go somewhere there-ish, there. But I do need to make the bracket for this side.
Doing it the wrong way. Yeah. So I'm gonna find out very quickly if
Alright, it's taking me forever, I know. I don't even know what to say at this point, guys. I don't even know what to say. It is, I don't know, gone midnight, I think, Friday. We've been at it about 4 days now, I think. 2 box sections now, just forgive me, they aren't finished in any way, shape or form. I've got to trim them, I've got to shape them, I've got to give them access to the bolts, etc. They're nowhere near finished, but what I've got to do now is make sure the engine is absolutely perfectly level in the car. And that one's scrap. Start again. I've had a thought, and ultimately I'm going to change my design slightly for how we're going to do the brackets. So instead of me trying to explain it, and more than likely changing the design again, I think I'm just going to try it, see how it works, and then show you at the end. So let's just see what happens. I'm just going to crack the hell on because I need to get this done today. We ain't got time to mess about. I need to get this subframe done. I need to get this engine sat supported on its own without wood and box section keeping it up on the lift. Let's go. I'm pleased, everything's square, everything's as it needs to be, and like as you like sort of go to there and there, everything's square, everything's level. I'm tired, I'm off. I'll see you in a bit. Take care, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out guys, bye.